It's Saturday morning. And there's somebody here. That means we gotta talk about The Dark Knight Rises. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Show. I'm Jason Inman, and I'm joined by, who are you, sir?
I'm Hunter Lemoine.
Hunter Lemoine. You should know Hunter Lemoine if you listen. You know I do a podcast, and the name of that podcast is...
Box Office Booze.
Box Office Booze. You can go to boxofficebooze.com. It's where we drink and we talk about movies.
And pop culture.
Today, I thought we got to talk about The Dark Knight Rises, and I didn't want to talk about it with anybody else. Before we get to talking about The Dark Knight, there's something that I think an important matter that needs to be touched upon. It's the Aurora, Colorado shooting. My thoughts go out to all of the victims there. I'm very glad that you were able to get a visit by Batman himself, Christian Bale. He deserves 2 thumbs up for that. And it's a sad thing when a movie theater is no longer a place to escape from the world, but it gets dragged into the muck of reality. But superheroes, like Batman, can be our hope to step out of that muck. Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Hunter, what are your initial thoughts of The Dark Knight Rises? What did you think about this movie? Did you think it was awesome?
I thought The Dark Knight Rises, I did not think it was the best of the trilogy. It had things I was not expecting. I felt it was very good. Out of the film, my favorite actors were definitely Tom Hardy.
You like Bane.
Absolutely.
Did you have a favorite scene with Bane?
My favorite scene with Bane is the initial fight sequence, the first fight that they have, the ultimate showdown between the two of them when they're in Bane's lair under the sewer.
Bane and Batman, not Bane and Michael Caine.
Excuse me. Yes. Absolutely loved it.
You like to be in the darkness.
Like, it's exactly how I would have directed the film. Completely.
No music.
You're listening to the dripping of water and a terrifying monologue.
Do you feel that Batman got a fitting conclusion in this movie?
Yes, I do. I feel that it had a very good ending. I felt like the disappearance of Batman and him being gone.
I was a little off-put when the shark showed up and Batman had to use his bat shark repellent.
Yes.
That put me off.
I wasn't expecting that because I didn't know.
Also, the Betty White cameo as Aunt Harriet kind of ruined me.
Dude, she's sexy.
Spoilers!
Sexy. One of my least favorite characters of this entire film was the character of Daggett. I don't even know the actor's name.
The annoying
guy with the lisp. It was just so over the top. I could not stand him.
Mr. Wayne shouldn't be at this board meeting.
That was the best part, man, when he's about to get his ass kicked.
Let's reenact that scene.
Okay, ready?
You be Bane and I'll be Daggett.
Ready?
I'm in charge here.
Do you feel in charge?
You're pure evil.
I'm the necessary evil. Snap! Entire scene was shot perfectly.
So overall, you would say go see it.
A-.
I say solid B. I don't say solid. It's really good. It's fitting.
Yeah.
It's very much like Batman Begins. I thought it had a lot of tie-ins to Batman Begins, which I won't spoil here, but a lot of tie-ins. Let's just say it has some connection to somebody with a name that rhymes with Ool. I want to reenact one of my favorite scenes in the movie between
the pogo dancers.
There are pogo dancers in the movie?
Yeah. Third act.
The evil army of pogo dancers shows up and Batman's like, what do we do?
He used to get on his pogo stick too.
I didn't have a childhood. I don't know how to use a pogo stick.
Gary Oldman comes out, starts tap dancing.
One of my favorite scenes is where Michael Caine is talking to Batman earlier in the movie. And of course, Batman's got his costume on. Alfred's just like, I went to this cafe in Italy and I had a furry branca. And I always wished that I would see you across the table and you would be with the supermodel and you and the supermodel would have like 5 brat kids and you and the supermodel were always talking about Jersey Shore and you wouldn't have to talk to me but we would just nod and I would know that you would be happy watching Jersey Shore banging a supermodel.
So you're not going to give up on me, Alfred?
Never. It's a fitting conclusion to the trilogy. It has a kind of a couple problems with it.
Agreed, yeah.
There are a couple. I could have used another script draft with it, but I was still blown away. The music by Hans Zimmer was awesome.
Fantastic music.
Bane was awesome. Hunter played Bane in one of our Batman movies. I don't know if you saw it. So those are our thoughts on The Dark Knight Rises. Go see it. Spend some money on it. Spend money on it a couple of times. Let's show people that they should go to the movie theaters, regardless of tragedy. Escape your lives.
Escape reality, guys.
And watch a guy in a rubber bat suit get beat up by a really bulky British man. That's a good message. All right, and as we're going to end every episode of the Saturday Morning Show, it's time for This Saturday in History. The way we go to July 28th, 1854. In July, did you know what happened in July 28th, 1854?
Oh, shit. I read that on the back of a Wheaties box the other day. I completely forgot.
In July 28th, 1854, the U.S. Constellation was commissioned, and it was the last all-sail warship in the United States Navy. See, at this point, the United States Navy had been transitioning into motors.
Motors in 1854?
Yeah, they have motors, and they could have
pretty
ships.
Impressive.
Ships could go vroom, vroom, vroom instead of sail, sail, sail.
Time, right?
Do you think that there was a scene? There was one guy in this. I imagine it being wood. I don't know why. Wood with sails. You know, like Master and Commander. And there were like all these other ships that had like motors and metal. And do you think they were all like, ha 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 ha?
You're gonna sink right to the bottom of the...
You have to wait for the gust to push you. Oh, Johnson, Commander Johnson.
Let's have a furry branca.
Yes, let's have a further break. Look, Johnson, it's the USS Constellation. Maybe if we exhale, they can go faster towards the enemy. Let's give them a boost.
Never.
Let's click. As always for the Saturday morning show, I am Jason Inman. I was joined by my friend
Hunter Lemoine.
And you can find our podcast at
boxofficebooze.com.
That's right. It's a weekly podcast just like this. The Saturday morning show is a weekly show. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you like my rantings, if you like some of Hunter's rantings. Tell us in the comments below if what you thought of The Dark Knight Rises and if you would like Mr. Hunter to come back and see Mr. Hunter another time. As always for the Saturday morning show, I'm Jason Inman. I'll be seeing you. This is usually where I walk out. You can join me or you can stay.
Oh, no, I was going to play with Batman and Nightwing, actually.
Okay, well, yeah, see you.
I've never really played with dolls before. This is the Batman doll. He doesn't have, like, the karate chop in this one. Shit. Jason's pissed. Bruce, don't hit me. You'll break my arm off.